This happened to me last year, one of those memories that never really leave you, no matter how much you try to move on. It was a Thursday evening. I had just closed from work in Ikeja, and I was standing at the bus stop, scrolling through my phone while pretending not to notice the noise around me. Everyone was rushing to catch a bus before the rain started. Then I saw him. He was standing just a few steps away, wearing a dark hoodie. And at first, I didn't think much of it, because Lagos has all kinds of people. But something about him caught my attention. He was looking just directly at me, not in that rude Lagos way, but with eyes that seemed to know me. I turned away quickly, pretending to type a message. But when I looked back, he was still staring. Then he walked closer, stopped, and said my full name. Not just Amaka, he mentioned my middle name, the one I never told anyone. My heart skipped a bit when I heard it. I forced a smile and said to him, "Sorry, do I know you?" He shook his head slowly. "No, but I know you." Immediately, I stepped back. I didn't like where that conversation was going to, but he raised his hands gently and said, "Please, I'm not here to scare you. I just need to tell you something about your past." Now, normally I would have walked away, but something in his voice held me there. We ended up sitting at a small roadside kiosk nearby, where he didn't order anything. He just sat there quietly, studying my face. Then he said, "10 years ago, your family lived in Enugu near Ogi Road, right?" My heart froze. Yes, he was right. He continued, "Your neighbor then was Mama Ngozi. She had a son named Chike, right?" I nodded slowly. "Yes, how do you know that?" He looked down for a moment and said, "Because I was there, the night your house caught fire." I blinked fast. That night was the worst night of my life. We lost everything, including my younger brother, and we made sure we never talked about it again. "Who are you?" I asked. He sighed deeply. "My name is Chike." I nearly dropped my phone. "What? But Chike died." He shook his head slowly. "That's what everyone thought," he said. He told me he was rescued that night by a soldier who happened to be passing by. He was badly injured and taken to another town. He lost his memory for years. Only recently did he begin to remember fragments of that night. He said he remembered the smoke, the screams, and then my face. "You were the one who ran back into the house," he said. "You saved me, Amaka. You pulled me out." I froze. Tears filled my eyes instantly. For years, I would blame myself for not saving my brother. I didn't even know another child was trapped inside that same burning house. He reached into his pocket and brought out something small, a silver chain that was burnt at the edges. "This was yours," he said softly. "You dropped it that night." I looked down and nearly broke down completely. It was my childhood necklace, the one I thought had been lost forever. I whispered, "Why now? Why come back after all these years?" He smiled faintly. "Because forgiveness needs timing. Maybe you needed to forgive yourself too." The rain started to fall gently, then tapping softly on the zinc roof of the kiosk, and for the first time in years, I felt something I hadn't felt in so long, which was peace. Then I looked up to say something. He was gone, just like that. I looked around. The road was empty. No one saw where he went to. Was it really him? Was it spiritual? I don't know, but that night, something inside me healed. Sometimes life brings strangers into our way to remind us of the truths we've tried to bury. I learned that forgiveness, especially self-forgiveness, is the hardest yet most freeing thing to do. And most importantly, every encounter, no matter how strange, happens for a reason. Because sometimes strangers carry the answers we've been searching for all our lives. Thank you for listening. Make sure you like, comment, and share this video. And watch out for my next interesting story.